Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Beast Mastery Hunter Legion Timewalking encounter. We're going to go over what pets we're using, the consumables, the talents, and I'm going to show you the gear I used. There is probably better gear, but this will get the job done. First things first, let's talk about talents. We took natural mending. Every 30 focus you spend reduces the remaining cooldown of exhilaration by 1 second. The reason behind that is we just get more exhilarations throughout the fight. It's not really a damage heavy fight, but if you miss an interrupt or something like that, natural mending will help you have the exhilaration up more often. We also took Born to be Wild. This reduces the cooldown of Aspect of the Cheetah and Aspect of the Turtle by 20%. Aspect of the Cheetah is really handy for getting us where we need to be behind the boulders, so the worm hits the boulders and loses a stack of his damage reduction. The earlier that happens, the better. And the Aspect of the Turtle part is really nice because if our pet dies to a Fell Blast, we can Aspect of the Turtle and revive pet if needed. We also take Animal Companion, which is pretty much a staple talent currently, but it has a dual purpose here, as the Animal Companion does have a separate threat table. So this helps him maintain threat. So if the main pet dies, he will continue tanking while we revive the main pet. On the note of pets, I used a leech pet. I'm sure there are other options you could use, but the leech pet helped me stay really healthy through the fight when exhilaration was on cooldown. Don't know if there would be anything else. I've seen people use turtles in the past. When I originally did it, I think I used a turtle back in the actual Legion expansion. As far as gear goes, I didn't do anything special. I used the Tormented Rack Fragment and the Salvage Fusion Amplifier. I'm sure there's much better options. A lot of people say to use the Heart of Azeroth neck because it's triple stat, and the Cloak because it is also triple stat. Consumables, we have armor kits, and any flask that gives you at least 20 agility will work. Shadow Core Oil gave me about 1% damage, and then obviously you want to use potions of agility, which I don't have, or Phantom Fire potions if you're using Shadow Core Oil. Alright, that's about all the information we have there. Let's take a look at the encounter and I'll talk you guys through it. Alright, here we go at the start of the encounter. Get it loaded up here. Make sure we get our pets out and hit Tugar so it goes over to where we need to be. So there are a bunch of abilities we have to interrupt during this encounter. He puts a totem out that we have to kill. One hit will kill it from either auto shot or cobra shot or whatever. He also casts a Fell Blast, which we need to interrupt with either our interrupt, which I have a focus interrupt macro, so I'll put him on focus. We can also use Intimidate or Ice Trap. And then we're going to use Scare Beast to interrupt the worm. And let's get started. The X isn't that big of a deal. The X attack, just move out of it. You can stand in it and cast an interrupt if you need to before you move out of it. It does take quite a bit of time to go off. You'll notice the worm had 9 stacks of his damage reduction. And you see the 3 boulders on the ground that we have to kite the worm through. There's a Fell Blast. We got 2 boulders right there, which will take 2 stacks off of his damage reduction, lowering it to 70%. Okay, he just came up and did a hit. So that after he comes up and does a hit like that, that means he's going to charge. So I should have made him come to the worm, but my pet died. Need to get a revive pet off here. There we go. Got the totem down. Go ahead and exhilarate. Get a Sonic Scream. I'm not going to be able to interrupt it, so I don't even try to do the Scare Beast because it's better than getting interrupted. Just okay, got some eggs to kill. Got a totem coming up. So the cast sequence is very easy to remember here. Usually right after he finishes casting Earthquake, he's going to throw a totem down, and then once he does that, just get your trap ready and you trap him right after, because he's going to do right as soon as he starts casting his Fel Blast. I'll show you next time we get there. Got a Sonic Scream coming up, interrupt. See how I casted in the X and moved out. And now we are on to... Now you'll notice if you look at his health bar, the Worm's health bar, he's only got 4 stacks now, so he's only taking 40% reduced damage. So we're at the point where we can start putting some damage into him. I just throw the second barb shot charge on him. So we got the worm right beside us. He's gonna hit that. Nope, didn't hit the boulder. Okay. Got a Fel Blast going off. There we go. So the next time he lunges up, he's gonna do his charge right afterwards. There's his lunge. Get him to hit the rock. There we go. Got a Fel Blast. Trap it. He's gonna come up here in a second, and we'll get ready to scare Beast. This is a very long encounter, by the way. It took me about 14 minutes, so it's definitely one that will make it, you know, make things rough. Got a totem here to kill. I got interrupted right there, unfortunately. Okay, so as soon as Earthquake finishes casting, he's going to use his totem. Watch. Totem's coming out. Now get ready to Ice Trap. Ice Trap him. Boom. If I wasn't slow, my pet wouldn't have died, but I was a little slow, so my pet died. Now these spitters, all they do is throw an like a ground effect damage out. So as long as you don't stand in the ground effects, they're not really a threat. Got a Scream here. Got it. Okay. Every time Jormog comes up, he's gonna do a Scream. Sonic Scream. So you have to interrupt that every, like, the moment he stops doing the chase around phase, the second phase, it goes back to phase 1, he's gonna do the Scream every time. So it's a very predictable fight as long as you know. Okay, here's the Earthquake. At the end of the Earthquake cast, he's going to use his Fel Totem. There's the totem coming down at the top of the screen to the left. Now he's gonna Fel Burst. Got a stun on him. Now the other thing to note here is when we hide behind these rocks and he hits the rock, it makes it to where he does not hit us with a, which if he hits you while he's under the ground tunneling, it stuns you. Okay, he's coming up, so we're gonna have a Scare Beast. And there's another totem coming down to the left. There it is. Just a quick Cobra shot. Now, if you target it right away and you don't have interrupts that you have to do, it is better to just wait for the auto shot to auto shot it. And pet's gonna die. But because if you let the auto shot go off, obviously you don't waste your abilities or your focus on hitting the totem that dies in one hit either way. Earthquake's finishing. We're about to have a totem come out and then a trap interrupt. Just go ahead and interrupt that. There's the totem. So this time he did the cast first and then the totem. That doesn't happen often. Okay, hit the rock so he won't hit me. Try to keep our 3 stack up. Interrupt him. No, I didn't get the interrupt. And a Sonic Scream went off too, so I just turtled both. Then I canceled the turtle. Got a totem coming up to the left. There we go. Scare Beast to interrupt the Scream, and then we interrupted the Fel Blast. Oh, don't hit. Okay. Whew. Those Earthquake the rocks that fall from the sky hit for a lot. Okay, Earthquake's about done, so he's gonna cast his totem here in a second. There's a blast, so his timing's off a little bit. So his timing has been reversed since we delayed a trap and left him in the trap for a second. Okay, he's gonna come through that rock and won't hit us. Like I said, these spitters are very they're very lackluster. They do not have a high chance of actually hurting you or doing damage as long as you move out of that green. And if you don't move out of the green ground effect, it does put a dot on you, which can be pretty nasty. So, get another scream. You'll notice that the scare beast window is very tight sometimes, but I found this a better alternative. Ooh, got hit by that one. I found this a better alternative than using a turtle pet because the leech, you'll notice that it heals a lot. Okay, we got a totem coming up, and we got an interrupt. There's our interrupt totem. Interrupt and totem kill. Okay, he's gonna use my cheater right there so I can run through a rock so I don't get hit. And then I have Exhilarate back up now. I get our Scare Beast off. Get my Exhilarate in a second. There we go. Got a totem up to the left side of the screen. Got it. Now you'll notice that I've been slowly working on him since his stacks fell off, him being the worm. The reason being is when I originally did the Mage Tower back in Legion, the strategy was a little bit different. You could burn, as soon as Tugar died, you just popped all your cooldowns and you could burn the worm. I tried that 3 or 4 times and I killed Tugar, but the worms in Rage just killed me faster than I could kill it. So we kind of switched the strategy to where now we are, you get that totem, you get the interrupt. Now we are going for slightly altered strategy. We are getting Tugar down, and around 50% or so, all of the worm stacks should be off. So we are going to start putting damage into the worm and get him down to around 30-35%, somewhere in there. And then once he is there, we will kill Tugar. Go. And we got an earthquake coming, so remember, after the earthquake we have a fell totem and an interrupt that we need to use the ice trap on. Okay, we kited him through a rock so we won't get hit. Okay, earthquake ends in 1 second. Earthquake is over now. Got the totem coming out. Now we need to get ready to trap. Got the trap, killed the totem, back on Tugar. Or the worms. Now, as I was saying, the worms are very lackluster as far as their damage, so as long as we don't stand in the dot, it's not so bad. And I'm pretty sure in this fight I neglected to kill the worms purposefully at one point. Yeah, got another turtle. It's a good thing we took that Born to be Wild or whatever the talent's called, so we can get the reduced cooldown. Born of the Wild, I think is what it is. Stun there. Now, Feign Death does not work versus Tugar for his threat, so you do actually have to make your pets attack him enough to get them to go back on him. Okay, Earthquake finishes in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, got a totem coming up. See it by the worm. Trap him, kill the totem. Okay, and Tugar's at 16% now. Jormung, the beast is at 35-ish, 33-ish. So we're gonna go ahead and try to kill Tugar here in a second. See if I can get him a little bit lower first. Got a totem out over there. Sonic Scream. I'm not gonna get the scare beast off in time, so I don't even try. And I also let my pet die, but you'll notice he's casting Earthquake, so it's not so bad. Ooh, thought I was gonna get hit by that falling rock. That would have killed me. Okay, Earthquake's done in 3, 2, 1. Totem's coming up. Get ready to trap. Got the trap on him. Kill the totem. Back on Tugar. So Tugar's low enough that we just need to burn him so we don't get another one of those phases. So we're gonna scare Beast here and get back on Tugar. Kill that guy. So if Tugar casts Earthquake again, we're gonna have 5 more worms to kill. So the idea here now is to just kill Tugar. Kill the totem. Back on Tugar. Sonic Scream. Just gonna ignore it. 1400 health. Oh, okay. We only got 1 worm. Good. Now we're gonna kill this. And we're gonna go back on the worm guy, which after this phase is started, apparently he just has to do the entire thing. My exhilaration has 15 seconds left. I was looking to see if I had any potions right there, but I do not because I am not prepared. Alright, got that. So now we can't be hit. Now he's going to come up and immediately cast Sonic Scream. We know that. We have acceleration in 1 second, so we're waiting for it. There we go. Now we're going to kill. Go ahead and we use Intimidation right there to break that Sonic Scream cast. And we're just going to finish it out right here. Now, if he casts Sonic Scream again, obviously we can do Scare Beast, but we got it right there. And just an easy kill from that last little bit. Now, as I said before, his enrage damage, if you just let him, if you kill Tugar and let him enrage, it is very high, and I couldn't out damage him. So as another alternative, I don't think anything else would work. But I mean, like I said, I don't have the ideal gear. I'm sure there could be something much better. But that's the entire encounter. If you have any questions, please leave a comment or find me on Twitch and we'll go from there. Thank you guys and have a great day.